Molly, one named Molly. Oh, here.
Yeah. Good evening. So I'm Lolly. I was born and raised in Africa, but that's not really as adventurous as you guys may think. My father is a professor, so I grew up in a college town and everything is pretty savvy. I've lived in Philly for like 3 years and I've only ridden the transit like 2 times. And that's not because I'm snobby, it's just because I'm scared, so that's it. But I grew up in North Carolina and yeah, I loved it. It was pretty chill. But essentially the story of my detour is that I bought a car. And I got it in New York. It was like an eBay car, so I don't know, it worked out for me. But I traveled, I got the car, flew to New York the next day because I was really excited about my Honda Accord coupe. And I was going to go pick it up from New York and I was going to drive it back to North Carolina. And it would have been the first time that I've ever done that. And I just thought it was going to be great, no problem. Why not? So I flew to New York. Took the transit, did everything, got the car, and proceeded to travel my ass back to North Carolina. I drove to about, and this story is kind of intricate and it's all real life, like this shit really happened to me. I was driving and I got to like Maryland, DC area and there was a big traffic jam. There was an accident, there was holdups, and there was police officers, and there was helicopters, and I was like, fuck this, I'm just gonna take the detour. And there was signs there that said Detours. So I was like, well, this is pretty laid out plan. I'm just going to get on the detour and get back where I'm supposed to go. So I detoured and I kept on driving. Lucky me, I stopped at like a Best Buy and bought a phone charger. And that was pretty much my saving grace. So plugged the phone charger in my coupe, like I'm hot, I'm going. And I'm going to hit North Carolina, Winston-Salem like a storm. I'm coming. And so there was like some US 50 signs, some US 31 signs, some crappy crap that nobody pays attention to, you just follow the signs. So I'm driving, and next thing I know, I am in somewhere where I only believe is West Virginia. Everybody tells me, no, I didn't drive that far, but it fucking felt like it. I was in the middle of nowhere. And I was in like mountains, and a lot of trees, and a lot of pretty much nothing the hell else. It was just plain. So I think I like stopped at some kind of weird, I don't even know what you call these things. It was like a shop, but it was like a shanty, and there was like rocks and shit in like the parking lot, and there was a strange man in a pickup truck looking at me as I got out to ask somebody for, the directions, because I was just plumb the fuck lost. I didn't know where the hell I was. I was in some mountains. And I looked at the signs, and the signs were the scariest things I'd ever seen. It was like broken shoulder and Sleepy Hollow and you're fucked, And I was scared out of my mind. Just terrified. And just as this was happening, the sun was setting. So I was like, this is fantastic, Sun is setting, but at least I have my phone charger. My father's calling me because we have some weird, like, Matrix connection, like some Professor Xavier connection where he just knows where I am in the world, and it's just like, you're lost, aren't you? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. I'm in my Honda coupe, and I'm coming to Winston. Like, I'm good. And, but I was lost. So I asked I asked somebody in the shanty for directions. They didn't really know what I was talking about, which is weird because you live here. But then I got back in my car and I just figured I was gonna, no GPS, sorry, no GPS. My phone was like a crappy Samsung, I don't know. It just tagged nothing. So I was just driving back. I'm gonna speed this up because I only have like a minute left. But anyway, I find my way out of this hell that I'm in, and I get to somewhere like in Richmond. And I stopped at a bar because at this point I'm so scared out of my mind that I had to pee super bad. So I stopped at a bar and I hop out in the parking lot. I know this is totally like disgusting and weird and no one should do this, and I should have like kind of prefaced this with some kind of warning, but I hop out of my car and I had to pee so bad, so I just pull my pants down, and I just like, I don't know, it's like the back of the bar, I just had to pee, so I peed. I pulled my pants down and I peed really hard. you wearing no pants? No, I'm not, you know. Carolina, it's like 3 a.m. in the morning. My father's telling me there's no way I didn't get lost. I'm like, well, yeah, I didn't. It was sightseeing. But either way, got to Winston, you know, in my brand new coupe. I still have my baby, and it's pretty much what gets me around Philly, so I love it. So, thanks for sharing.